Look at you glowing. I love it.
Okay. Hi, how are you? I am Ty Cole, and you are speaking with the E-Red Web today. And Dawn, you look fabulous.
Thank you so much.
I'm so
Yes.
happy for you because you're in this amazing show. Okay. I love Star Trek Lower Decks. This is amazing. Now, this series is truly a joy to watch from the action scenes, comedic punchlines, and some jokes that can go over people's heads. Now, because of the younger presence this show has, were there any new slang terms or jokes that may have went over your head while reading the script or that you may have picked up and learned?
And you know what? If there was, I would never admit it because I'm way too cool. I am way too in tune. No, no.
Ah,
I know that Captain Freeman created a few terms. No, but the thing about science fiction, you
mhm,
never know what's real or what's made up, and because
right.
we're always creating terms of medical issues, of devices that we can use, of, I mean, just all kinds of things and things that we have decided are phrases that are used in other galaxies and on other planets by other cultures. So
Yeah.
no, we say everything as though I meant to say that.
Okay. Period.
I meant to say that. Period. Exactly.
Now, your character and her daughter don't always see eye to eye in this series, but in the end, it seems that they both have each other's best interests. Now, how will we see this dynamic grow this season, and what inspirations helped you tap into that motherly instinct that Captain Freeman has?
Well, me as a person, I'm everybody's auntie Dawn. So
Yeah.
I think am organically just a nurturer. And like Captain Freeman, we're very, very different in so many ways. But like her, I wouldn't call it tough love, but I have an expectation that if I'm investing in you, then you need to treat that investment as though it matters to you. I need to see you trying to maximize this investment. And if you're not going to do that, then that means I'm wasting my time. And Captain Freeman doesn't suffer any fools. I don't have time for that.
She
Nobody's
does
got
not
time for
have
that.
no time.
No, nobody's got time for that. Okay. So when it
Yes.
comes to Mariner, yeah, I ran what I thought was a tight ship before she showed up. And now
Mhm.
she shows up, and all the kinks and cracks and wobbles and bobbles are now more apparent than ever. And why is it always her fault? Why you know what? I don't want anyone to know you, my child, because I'm fitting to kill you, and then they would call me a bad mother. But now
Right.
the cat's out of the bag. She didn't want anyone to know. I didn't want anyone to know. But poor Boimler, he got beside himself, and at the
And
end of
so
season
he,
one, yes, he blew the secret. So now everybody knows. So I think the fact that now that everybody knows, um, creates a space where we have to do better. We
yeah.
have to try, because now eyes are on us in a different way, and reluctantly so. But I think there's a part of both of us that really wishes we weren't at each other's throats all the time. So, okay, maybe this is our opportunity to try to be a little nicer to each other.
I love that. Love that. Now, Star Trek takes place in a different world, but the new array of characters in the year 2038. Is there anyone from a different world that you would love to see on the series next season?
As their character or playing a
Yeah,
voice as a co.
creating a voice, like anyone who you have worked with on a different world, if they can come to the future with you, who would you take
You
with
know
you?
what? If I could, and I know it's not possible because rest his soul, he's not here anymore, it would have been Lou Myers. I would
Mm,
have loved to have seen Mr. Gaines in the commissary on a starship.
okay,
That would have been
that would have been
hilarious.
iconic.
Hilarious
Okay.
to see a Mr. Gaines character just in the commissary on the starship, or running the starship bar nightclub. I think that would be hilarious. I would have loved it. I would have loved it.
Now, do you have any advice for mothers and daughters who may have a relationship like Captain Freeman and Mariner?
Wow. Well, you can't fire your child. Captain Freeman does have that advantage that if this becomes too much of an issue, you're going to go on to the Titan. You're
The
going somewhere else.
other, yes.
You going to some other ship, and you're going to stop worrying me right now. But what we do see is the two of them pressing through in spite of, and every now and then even verbalizing, you know what, that really wasn't awful.
Right.
Okay. And I think as mother daughters or parent to child, if we can find those moments where we can genuinely look at each other and verbalize, because that takes humbling yourself to actually verbalize and say, you know what, that wasn't entirely awful. That opens the door to for each other to know, well, at least we know that this is the right track of what could possibly work. So let's try to do more of that. So if you're having a difficult time, I would say try to find those opportunities to see little breakthroughs and hope, and try to maximize on those kinds of things.
For my last question here for you is, how has the show grown from season 1 and season 2? And what can we as the audience expect?
Well, from the very first opening scene, opening image you see that the Cerritos has gotten a makeover. Because if you remember the end of season 1, we kind of got blasted to pieces. Yeah, we took a lot of hits. Yeah, we took a lot of hits. Shax died. He sacrificed himself. Everything. It's not good. We weren't in a good place. So now we've got a brand spanking new ship. Trying to be traditional, but at the same time, not too fancy schmancy, because I'm just not feeling all of that stuff. But yes, we are fixed up. And the animation is like mind blowing in this series. The attention to detail that they have placed on just the look of the show, the orchestral arrangements in the soundtrack. But this season, yeah, you're going to see a lot more battles. You're going to see a lot more interpersonal challenges of people growing and finding themselves and really exploring relationships, not just mine and Mariner's, but you're going to see Rutherford and Tendi going through changes. You're going to see Boimler going through changes. You're going to, see Ransom going through changes. So now that we've popped the lid off of the cork in season 1, now we start to pull back layers on each and every character, and it's exciting, it's funny, and yeah, we learn a lot about human nature. Yeah, it's a good time. It really is. Some of the stuff that happens is like, no, they did not just do that. Okay.